you, Presiding Officer. Good afternoon po. I would just like to inquire because I noticed here that this is the okay. So ang pinaka-mandato po ng opisina or ng division po ninyo ay para i-implement lahat po ng mga infrastructure at pag-maintain ng mga infrastructure, existing infrastructure projects po ng LGU. Tama po ba ang pagkaintindi ko? Maintenance lang po. So katulad po ng maintenance po nitong local legislative wing na kinakatayuan po natin, kayo po ang mamahala sa sa make sure na walang nasisira, patuloy po ang kayo po ang kayo yung opisina po ninyo ang in charge. Yes. Paano po kayo nag-determine ng which particular structure edifice that will require maintenance? Like for example, yung age nitong building na to, paano po na nagkakaroon ng ano po yung sistema na regular po ba ang check-up o maintain? Is there a specific budget that refers to every wing or building or vehicle that is being used?
Your Honor, concentrated na po kami sa mga warehouse, mga city roads. Dito kami sa building.
Okay, so just the maintenance of the roads, city roads.
Barangay roads.
Barangay halls.
Barangay roads.
Barangay roads. So this is all yung daanan po ng kalsada.
Yes.
Pero nakalagay din po kayo rin ng maintenance din ng mga sasakyan. It's under your office also or division, the motor pool. Kasama rin po.
Payment lang po sa mga spare parts, nagkagaling po sa mundo namin. Pero motor pool po ang nagpo-complete po natin.
So hindi po under po sa office ninyo ang motor pool? It's a separate and distinct, but parang doon po nakukourse yung pondo. These are lahat po ito mga sasakyan. Kasama rin po ba dito yung mga dump truck na pang-pangolekta?
Ay, sa pangolekta po ng hindi na po sa mga dump truck na
sa inyo po, na halos nag-duoble po from 4 to 8 million. That which is understandable kasi syempre wear and tear ng mga vehicles. That's not what I'm questioning. I just like to better understand why is it for the repairs and maintenance of motor vehicles under the motor code is only 250,000 pesos. Pero dito naman po sa repairs and sa infra, 8 million. Parang napakalaki ng disparity. Kung maaari po, kung hindi mo ipaliwanag kung bakit po nagpapalala. Para lang sa mas maintindihan ko na.
Lalo yung nangyayari kung mayroon po na sila na dump trucks, yung pangbili ko ng spare parts, nagaling ko rin po sa repair and maintenance namin. Tapos, pinupunta namin sa motor ko para maayos. So, ang trabaho lang ko ng motor ko sa mga equipment namin is ayusin yung equipment o dump truck. Yan na sige ka. Wala po yung truck.
Okay, understand. So sila yung labor, kayo po yung namimili.
Yes.
Yung pondo, hindi po kayo namimili, GSO mo namimili, pero yung pondo po nagagaling sa inyo. Pero GSO mo namimili. Perhaps I wish to revisit the whole process because I noticed a lot of redundancies and unnecessary systems that hindi naman siguro natin kailangan pahabatin. Pwede naman we can go straight to the end user instead of we save on time and energies. At mapabawasan din po yung responsibilidad ko dito na. Meron po ba kayong listahan or inventory po ng mga existing vehicles na minamaintain po ng division po nito? Honorable Presiding Officer, may I request a copy or that we be copy furnished of a full inventory so that we can study and find out if there, if we are properly appropriating adequate funds for the proper maintenance of these vehicles.
Any overflow valves or eggs and
Just another question, last question. Ilan po kayo sa office po ninyo? 10 kayo.
we are
38.
including your orders.
Okay. Ang nakalagay po kasi dito sa listahan ko po, ang nasa mail job order po ninyo ay 10 at sa female isa, tapos yung casual na regular po na lalaki isa, so that's 12. So kung 38, 20, that's 12, sorry, so bad. 26 po ang regular, ang regular po na. Ano po yung mga functions ng mga GO na naka-additional na nakadikit po sa office? Ano pong kanilang mga responsibilidad at ginagampanan na tutuloy?
Tapos yung mga employees, meron pa sila. Tapos may sign din sa office nila.
Sa office po, parang technical staff o parang work po ang kanilang ginagawa. So, katulad din po ng mga regular na employees, sila po ay sakop din po ng inyong supervision and control, and they are made to follow all of the rules and regulations of a regular employee. Tama po ba ito? Hindi naman umaangal itong mga JO. Kasi ano sila basta may trabaho na.
Hindi naman kasi mas kami ay nagtrabaho.
Mr. Chair, the reason why I brought that up because just probably to bring it out into the open, I was looking back into it and I noticed that there's an existing memorandum order from the DILG with regard to contractual and job order personnel, and this is to afford them coverage since they are not covered by the GSIS coverage, and they are working and they are placed in a paradoxical predicament because they're not deemed as employees of the government. However, they're still subject to the same controls and supervision of that of a regular government employee without the benefit of coverage or social security. I think this was actually caused by a case in the Supreme Court where they distinguished job workers way back, and it has been under my understanding medyo hindi din fair para po sa mga JO at mga contractual services. Kaya siguro nailabas na po itong agreement na magkakaroon po ng ugnayan upang itong mga job order ay mabibigyan po ng SSS as an independent contractor. Tatanong ko lang po kasi sana kung if this is going to be for the 2015 budget, will this be implemented? Because we have also been speaking with the local social security system office, and they would also like to get this on the road. At para rin naman siguro maganda rin balita sa mga trabahador na GO na magkakaroon po ng SSS contribution.
Siguro
Your Honor, good afternoon. As to the question of Councilor it will be voluntary on the part of the employee to be deducted as to the amount of their contribution for the SSS. Actually, yung pag-deduct ko ng kanilid at present po sa mga non-permanent na JO ang JO rate po, meron na po. And we were already informed by SSS regarding voluntary payment for SSS.
Kasi po,
It will be a personal share. We have no government share for the matter.
Opo. Well, siguro po, nandito na rin po kasi sa MPC admin and perhaps pwede din niyang iparating din po sa ating kagalang ng mayor. Base po sa pagkaintindi ko dito sa itong memorandum of agreement, although na voluntary on the part of the LGU, whether or not they can provide a share. Kasi ang nakasulat po dito, yung SSS at yung DILG ay magkakaroon po, kailangan bigyan ng compulsory coverage of all contractual NGO personnel at automatic deduction. So hindi po voluntary, hindi po magiging voluntary on the part of the worker. It will actually be compulsory because it's a compulsory deduction which we will be doing for the benefit of the SSS. Ngayon, nakalagay naman po dito sa memorandum of agreement, kung titignan niyo po, 1.2, automatic deduct from the salaries and wages of contractual and JO personnel, the monthly SS contributions and salary loan amortizations, if any. It says here also the LGU has no obligation to pay the employer counterpart of the second contributor. What the reason behind is perhaps we would be setting a good example in our entire region and other cities that we shoulder that, and if it's possible, we shoulder that for the number of because it's a minimal amount. How much is it? How much would be the employer?
It will depend on the salary credit.
Correct. So usually, how much would it be on the average? Let's say, for example, a guy earns around 12,000 pesos a month. So their contribution to SSS, 50-50 dapat sana yan, di ba? Because this memorandum does not preclude the LGU, provided that there are funds available, to shoulder, because it says here, there's no obligation to pay, but there's no prohibition either.
Your Honor, if we said that they are on job order or contractual basis, there is no employer-employer relationship, and giving such employer share will mean, yeah,
but
there is an
I understand, Mr. Chair, and I respect that opinion. However, if you also look at how we are treating our existing JO workers, subjecting them to the same rigorous, mandatory requirements as of a regular employee, we're doing the same thing, and I think it sets a dangerous precedent for all of us and for all other LGUs if we do not correct this at the onset. Kasi we're supposed to be implementing, labor standards. How can we extract that kind of strict adherence if the LGU themselves are the ones are shortchanging our workers? Na siguro, we can look into this sapagkat ang ginagawa po dati sa mga national agencies, and this is a regular thing. Usually mga JOs or mga contract of services, as their consuelo, yung kanilang rate ay binibigyan ng konting taas na margin. So that will cover. Is this something that we are doing now?
Yeah, we're doing it.
Really?
Yeah. If you will see the rate of a JO, it is over 20% of the regular monthly rate. Ganito lang po pagkakaiba ng tatlo po ang rate na ginagamit ng city government. One is the casual rate, the monthly rate divided by 22 days. The JO rate is the monthly rate plus above 20% divided by 30 days, Your Honor. Then, the emergency rate is the regular rate divided by 30 days, but they are receiving the benefits of a casual, the PhilHealth and the GSIS.
Because after I was consulting, well, I just want to make sure because now it would be an opportune and we would be all remiss of our duty and responsibility to ensure that funds are properly appropriated to cover these expenses. And I think for such a minimal amount, we can find a way to it doesn't necessarily have to be considered as a counterpart of an employer. It could be counterpart of a contractor, or it's just a matter of semantics. We should not be tied down to these things wherein substantial justice is not afforded to our Santiagueños. Perhaps I would respectfully submit this appeal or proposal to the office of the mayor to properly allocate said funds so that kahit pa paano yung mga JO po natin, yung mga hindi po sila mawawala ng kanilang mga constitutional right na magkaroon ng protection sa social security at mga pinagpatuloy naman natin silang regular employee. It's not really considered under law as an employee, but we're subjecting them to all the same controls, which I feel is unfair. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. Good afternoon po. Mr. Ramos. Sir, under your FOOP, explain naman po ulit, pagbigay na lang po ulit yung certification kung bakit tayo kailangan magdagdag ng 3 million dito po sa inyong gas, oil, and overhead expenses. We are ready to understand na ito pong 3 million na additional dito po sa title na po ay sa illegal yung proposal. Tama po namin, sir. So, mas marami po kung pangangailangan for 2015.
Sa third quarter, parang so, ngayon, nagtagdag na pa ang budget para sa task force.
Sige po, sir. Ito po next question. Dito po sa yung repairs and maintenance for motor vehicles. Dalagan po natin. Lolokin po natin kung magiging 8 billion na siya. Hindi rin po ba sapat yung pinunduhan po natin last year for 2014 na 4 billion? Anong quarter po ubos na po? Third quarter. Another query, Mr. Ramos. Dito po sa ating capital outlay, for last year, we have allocated 5 million under construction and heavy equipment. Tama po, sir, no? Saan po natin itong nagastos actual for this year?
Para po sa
Ilang dump truck po na hiniling ng 5 million? 1 unit po ng dump truck. Magkano po ang exact amount? 3.5 million po. Ano po ang ginawa po natin sa tira na 1.5?
wala pa akong proposal.
Kasi
Naalala niyo po po, 2013, we allocated 5M para po ba sa acquisition ng dump truck lang?
Sorry pa yung
So as of now, wala po po kayong balak for 1.5?
yung sarili makakabili ko po ng dito sa gawin ng right money kakaso.
Pero out of necessity, wala pa po kayong pangangailangan na bumili pa po ng panibago out of 1.5?
Meron sa
Another dump truck?
kung kakaso.
Councilor Sili,
Yes,
are
sir.
you referring to account 230?
Yes.
status of this project? I believe na po ba ito?
Actually, Your Honor, based on my estimated balance and expenditure as of this day, the 2.5 million is already deducted from our account, from their account, Your Honor. But as to the status of the procurement for this item, I'm not updated.
Alright, Councilor Cruz.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. Dito po sa inyong inventory, nasa po dito yung sinasabi ninyo ba? Na down round. Wala pa po. Wala pa po. Mr. Presiding Officer, do you have your request of the TSU?
Okay. Kindly reserve that question. Yes.
Sige, sir. The word was Mr. Presiding Officer.
Ayun po, Councilor Siling, meron pa?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm through, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Alright, Councilor Siling, meron pa?
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. This is having to do with the allocated 5 million for this year for under account 230. Yun po bang 1.5 ay savings na po yun?
Your Honor, actually, it is a continuing account. And for this year, there was, although they proposed another amount supposed to be, but it was not approved. It was not included approved in the final budget. Maybe they can use it for other area for the same purpose for Your Honor, the 1.5 million, which was which remained of the 5 million.
So mananatili lang po isang standby fund for any equipment na kailanganin ng infra.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you.
Questions? Yes, Councilor Francis, Superintendent.
Thank you very much. Follow-up question addressed to Ma'am
Your Honor.
In 2013, we activated 5 million for account for the ang justification po na binigay ng opisina po ito, yung mga dalawang dapat yun po yung justification na binigay during the budget deliberation. And now, narinig ko nga po na may isa na pong nabili.
Your Honor, the 3.5 amount was already deducted from our account.
Na ipinambili po ba ng Tabra 3.5?
It was intended for advancement, Your Honor.
Paano po ba yung proseso? Pwede na po bang ma-deduct? Hindi pa po.
Actually, Your Honor, in our office, that purchase request alone or the program of works is already earmarked in our balances. That is to give security also to the supplier or contractors na magdi-deliver para po in case po nag-deliver na yung goods or magawa na yung project, secure na po yung kanyang appropriation for that purpose. Kaya po nakadidak na po sa balances namin. Ganun po conservative kasi yung mga records namin. And in the end naman po, sa closing ng libro, whatever purchase request po na outstanding na hindi bumalik sa amin for OBR, bumabalik po yung pondo doon. And that stands for the year-end balances. Aside from the continuing appropriation po na nare-retain, yung MOA and PS po, nare-revert to general fund.
Kanino po bang opisina malalaman kung ano na po yung status sa pagbili po ng Tabra? Kanino opisina?
good afternoon everyone. The status of our non-payer pala is ongoing litigation. Namawas pa lang sa budget. Hindi ko siya na-open.
Wala ba pong nilalagay?
Wala. Pray na pa. Together with the 3.1% or 3.5 each. And we want.
Thank you, sir. And going back po dun sa 5 na update for 2014 para sa 230 account po, yung 1.5M po, considering na yung time po na na-upgrade po natin itong 5 million, specifically para po sa dalawang contract. Now, ngayon po, hearing from the concerned offices, 3.5M po ang nagamit para po sa isang contract. So, may natitira po 1.5M. Hindi po ba dapat, Mr. Chair, na ito pong 1.5M na po ay mapakonsidera na pong savings po. Hindi na po pwedeng gamitin sa anumang bagay na hindi po inaaprobahan ng sangguniang pag-uusap. Dahil tayo po ang may power para i-determine kung saan po gagamitin yung appropriation. So, we have the power to determine po yung amount plus ano po yung dapat na paggamitan, Mr. Chair.
So, Madam Accountant, kindly explain to us what's the status of this. Ito po ba ay continuing appropriation? So, consideration of the continuing appropriation, kindly explain.
Continuing appropriation, cannot be continuing appropriation, not subject to budgeting po. Yun yung sabi ng landscaping. Then, whatever purpose po, the 230 stands for construction and heavy equipment. Whatever balance po, it will be a continuing appropriation solely for the purchase of construction and heavy equipment.
For yun po, solely for purchase of construction and heavy equipment.
Unless it will be subject to reprogramming, Your Honor. Kung hindi na po talaga magagamit and meron na po tayong ibang gustong bilhin, pwede po siyang i-reprogram for whatever purpose po na pangangailangan.
Ayan, maliwanag po. Kasi nga po, nung deliberation po, ang justification, dalawang contracts na po. So, ang alam po ng sanggunian, dalawang contracts po yung manipilin. Ngayon po, dahil hindi po nagkasya, kasi tinanong din po nun kung magkano po yung kakailanganin, ang sinabi, at most likely, 2.5M po para magkasya yung 5 million for 2 dump trucks. So, anyway po, ano na po ang balak sa 1.5M, sir?
Sakali po na naroon pang mabili ng 1.5. Hindi lang ka. Ito na ang
Mini dump truck. Another query.
Yes, boss.
Balik po tayo sa MOE, account po 841. Ang isa pong dump truck, alam niyo po ba kung magkano po palang presyo ng isang mini dump truck? May idea po ba?
wala po akong idea.
Matutulungan po ba tayo ng GSO?
Yes.
Mr. Chair, pwede po
Yes.
bang alamin ito?
Yes, of
Ang price ng laptop nasa
Mini. Ang price po ng mini dump truck brand new is 2 million. And now po, ang inyo pong proposal dito, 8 million para lamang po sa repair and maintenance. Ibig po sabihin, makakabili na po tayo ng 4 na brand new. Pero anyway, hindi naman po pwede, hindi po natin lagyan ng application po para sa 841 dahil sa napakarami niyo pong sasakyan na 100% inyo pong supervision, kakailangan niyo po talaga ng application. Pero ang tingin ko po dito, parang sobrang laki, 8 million, para lamang po sa pag-maintain or maintenance po at pag-repair po ng mga sasakyan na nasasakupan po niyo ng inyong po opisina. I'd like to place on record na I think ang gusto na po na application para po dito is 4 million at yung po kalahati po nun
apply the same into
Which I would also like to manifest. I do concur with Honorable Representative's manifestation, but in addition, perhaps what would be a more well, an easier way to better understand, especially for neophyte local legislators such as myself, if we could be afforded a proper breakdown, because if you look at the amount here, and then I just received this 28 units, wouldn't it be easier for us to discern that an allocation per maintenance unit per the year, how much does a mini dump truck require for it to be properly maintained? Sa anong cost ng change per nito, yung mga pagpalit ng pyesa nito, yung mga gulong po, para po mas malinaw, sapagkat I'm not sure if I'm correct, because but we should refrain from these lump sum amounts, and it should preferably be line item for our better understanding. And I think we would also avoid situations where we're meeting like this and then we still require additional documentation before we can approve the budget.
Bali, pero mayroon ako pwede sa breakdown o sa mga spare parts. Para ma-testify po sa schedule na purpose na market at mag-testify.
may kopya po kayo ng ngayon.
Maybe please be provided with these documents so that we have a better understanding and we can properly review this, and we just don't glance over it like. Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, Councilor.
Yes, I just would like to manifest my reservation over the observations advanced by Councilor Brenda and Councilor Hex na hatiin yung sa 8 million repair and maintenance, kasi hindi pa nga natin nakikita yung justification nila. Ang apprehension ko kasi, they look better yung bakit umabot ng 8 million. Bago tayo pumunta sa dapat bang hatiin yung 8 million sa 4 na million para sa pag-purchase ng panibago. That will be all, Mr. Chair.
Councilor.
This just came to my mind just now, Mr. Presiding Officer. Meron po ba tayong unit dito, sir, na current?
Wala po.
So lahat po to ay ginagamit ng inyong opisina para po sa pag-maintain ng mga infrastructure. Meron po ba tayong mga constituents na nanghiram na, tapos libre po natin na napagbigyan?
Sa manager ko na kasi ginagawa ko na nire-request ko kung ano man yung pagawa sa barangay. Kung request, pinapadala ko namin yung
So in short, lahat po ng units na to ay exclusively ginagamit sa mga barangay. 57 barangays sa Santiago lang. Thank you, Mr. President.
Yes, Councilor.
Siguro matatagal ito.
Yes, the administrator si Marias.
Karamihan dito ay breakdown. Dito mga takbo na kailangan ng pag-ibig ng maintenance. Pero pwede tumatakbo na. Kasi 12 years old na yan ito mga ganito eh.
Mali dalawang unit ko yung major natin na breakdown.
Breakdown. Yung Volvo, tumatakbo na.
Okay.
Yung other plants na ito. Kaya po kasi, kaya ako yung maintenance na malaki kasi lahat po ng equipment, laladan natin is mga matatanda na rin. Kaya sa pyesa po, napakamahal po ng pyesa para na sa equipment. Ang gulong po ng terminals ngayon, umabot ako ng 15 to 18,000. We have 7 units of terminal kung ating papalitan. Kasi usually ang talagang status ng back every year is 2 sets yan eh, 2 to 3 sets na ang gagamitin mo. Kaya kung 10 million, 30 pieces na gulong ang gagamitin mo, yung kapaya mo sa 15,000, budget para dyan sa equipment. Kaya karamihan dito tayo sa compactor, nakabagsak din dito. Pneumatic roller, bagsak din ito, ano? Ano dyan?
Operational so
Operation payloader, yung dalawa.
breakdown.
Breakdown. Bulldozer.
Breakdown.
Trailer, okay.
Okay.
Five pro compactor. Hindi.
Breakdown.
Kaya marami na akong breakdown. Kaya susuwahin. Kulang pa. Kaya lang, kumukuha ko sa ibang opisina para matulog yung mga... Kaya nga yung mga binibili equipment ngayon, maaaring brand new na. Kasi yung proposed na to, 4 million at 3.5 million kanina is for second-hand truck. Kasi kung magtatanong ng Subic, almost 2 million na po naman eh. Almost 2 million lang second-hand Japan na truck. Kaya sabi ko din na yun, brand new lang din natin para tuloy-tuloy na.
Alright, engineer, to aid this body in discussing your budget matter, kindly submit to us a detailed schedule of maintenance costs to serve as the justification of your office in support of the funds requested. Yung halimbawa, ito tumatakbo, ito lang truck na to, sa isang taon, ilang beses mag-change on, ilang beses mababalik na tulong.
Kung yung mga internal part,
Only the expected repairs na for your listing. Kindly provide us with document. We'll now proceed to the next office. That is the ilalagay natin dito schedule of maintenance cost. Statement of maintenance cost and work for 1 year. Any other document requested? Meron pa? So only one document is needed.
Thank you, Mark. Just to further clarify, so this particular division does only handles the road maintenance. So is there another office that handles the building maintenance, or what office is that?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. You just provide us with the set office and you are excused. Yes. Okay, I did present your budget.
Hello. I would like to present the budget of the GS. Personal services, same as sa lahat po salaries, sa pera, presentations. Ang nagbago lang po is yung salaries ng casual. Nagdagdagan po siya ng 1 million. Yung mga qualified na employee po yung casual, so nagdagdag po kami ng 1 million. Sa OOE, kami na expense na increase ng 30,000 and training expenses is 20,000. Para po mabigyan naman yung mga track and field natin ng trainings. Kaya po ng 20,000. Ang may significant changes po is yung sa aming electricity na. Kasi po ang electric bill po natin is ranging 1.7 million 700 to 1.2 million per month. So, nag-increase po kami. Kasi every November, nagre-realign po kami within MOOE para lang ma-cover up yung electricity expense natin. I-suggest kasi admin na palitan lahat ng LED yung ilaw.
So, hindi na ko exchange sa mga foreign companies. Yan lang tayo. Complete retrofit. Minimal ang gawin, walang cost ang engine.
Ulit po yung organization, kasi may po tayo ginagawa ng bago yung babayaran mo. For example, kung ang binabayaran nito per kilowatt sa sector is 10 pesos, babayaran naman sila ng 8 pesos directly sa company. E bago ngayon, may X yan. Napayagan ng DOE, ganyan system. Panay solar panel natin sa dito. Kaya, sabi ko nga, may natin palitan para makakita tayo. Tuloy ang ating current bill, electricity bill, every month, nasa 1.8 million. 1.8 to 2 million. Kasi dami natin binabayaran para sa street lights, sa palengke, may mga naka-back doon. Pero tanong, awali, talagang laki. Kaya nga, ginagawa namin ngayon, naglagay kasi ng tao, tuponin ko yung mga consume, meter, para makikita
Additional po sa director, mga tax agencies kasi tulad ng PM, talagang pinatrace na yung mga gamit nila sa Rose of Peace. So, bukas sa installation. Kaya medyo lumaki.
kasi yung mga compact, tayo nagbabayan, yung compact dito sa baka, dito sa lahat ng compact station dito tayo nagbabayan.
Tapos, here sa capital outlay, naglagay po kami ng 300,000 para sa Rizura. Meron po tayo ng 4 na Rizura sa GSO, pero isa na lang po operating kagagawa. Isa na po operating. Isang Xerox, yun din po, sa operation. So, naglagay po kami ng 300,000. Doon naman po sa IT independent software, nagdagdag po kami ng 500 kasi po, hindi po kasya company ng software yung lagi namin budget naman po. Nagkanvas na po kami, hindi na kasya, so nagdagdag po kami ng 500. Tapos yung other machineries po sa 240, yung printer po natin, talagang hindi na prepare po na. So, pagkano po hindi na yung cars na printer. At saka po yung iwata, para po sa balay at saka sa buwagan. So, pag may that's one of the situations.
Alright, questions? Yes, Councilor Hernandez.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. Para po, if I may respectfully request, would it be possible for the head to kindly elucidate for the benefit of the newcomers, what is the actual function, I mean, what is the scope of and the responsibilities of the General Services Offices? Siguro maganda rin kung para we, aside from understanding your duties and obligations and the scope, we will be able to properly assess the needs.
Yes, sir. Ang main GSO is property custodian on government properties. And dito po sa City Hall, kami po in charge mula dun sa gate hanggang dito sa likod ng buwagan. Pero dun po sa labas, sa cleanliness ng then, yung mga minor repairs po ng CR, kami po kasi meron po isang plumber, eventually po napilayan pa kung ginawa yung napagsakan ng bahay. So, medyo yung bibigay namin ng service, medyo request po kaya hindi siya plumber. Kaya pasensya na ho kung may mga request kayo na about sa plumbing na talagang hindi namin na-action na.
But just to clarify, so you also manage and maintain everything with regard to repairs of the buildings and the fixtures and and also the purchasing of
Yes.
all requests. So katulad po ng pag-purchase, because I believe there have been some, well, I don't want to say complaints, but there have been some problems with regard to the process of purchasing, and there have been unreasonable delays, and this has also affected the desire of suppliers to actually contract business with our LGU. And this is actually a serious question that I believe we need to address, because what is the cause of the delay? Is it because we are not appropriating the necessary funds to ensure that we provide, a smooth service? Say you mentioned software, we have to go to the GEMS. And recently I attended a good governance seminar by the DBM in Baguio, and this was fully fleshed out, and a lot of workarounds. There's a sharing of all different ideas, and it was all boiled down to the we have to work within the needs and bounds of what the law states and mandates. So it's important na nalalaman namin na kung kasya ba ang budget, kung sa ganon, yung pera na pagkakastusan, pwede rin namin sa oversight naman. Eventually, kapag hindi pa rin nagampanan, ibig sabihin na there's already negligence on the part of those operating. But it would be premature for us to make any accusations as of this moment, which is why, Your Honor, I would respectfully request that we find out, or we thresh out whether or not it's commensurate, and can we get a guarantee from the head of the office that if we approve this particular budget, will that necessitate faster and smoother process of purchasing?
Vice, since a question was already asked, paliwanag na rin. Kasi lahat ng tinatanong namin departments is with respect to their purchases or intended purchases. Lagi na pinag-book. Yes. Tinanong namin yung stage of parang gamot. Yes. We already prepared the PRs. Yes. Yan namin yung down tracks. Sa SEMBA, no? Ayos namin yung PR. Yes. And software tracks. So, system ka naman. Mas as well, elaborate.
Yes, sir. I was aware of the anti-red team. Pero, sir, inahabi ko kasi na pagdating sa government procurement, yung ibang talaga, pero pinag-aaralan ko. So, nakita ko yung system, medyo mabagal. Pero ginagawa namin yung test na tama ko, bilis. Lalo na pag nakakita ko ng papel ng SP, doon tayo nag-base ng procurement. Meron kami yung series of bidding, kaya lang, unfortunately, walang qualified bidders. Meron po ako release, maraming failed biddings. So, sacrifice yung services natin. Pero ginagawa po namin, nag-procure po kami ng emergency purchases para lang ma-cover up yung services natin. So,
After we feel biddings, you can already negotiate. You can declare a failed bidding after how many days na walang sumagot sa GEMS?
within after posting.
How many days usually can it be declared as 7 days or 3 to 7 days, right? So if there are 2 failed biddings, so let's say you want to schedule the purchase of a dump truck. Kasi yung time and motion is important to understand this. It's hard to talk in theoretics na pero syempre pera na ng bayan itong pinag-uusapan natin. Kailangan specific tayo. So as an example, let's say nagpa-purchase request ng pagbili ng ilang dump truck service yung dapat hihingi ng Senro. Tapos 3 Senro? 3. So these were 3. So if it was posted, when they said it was posted, within 7 days, if nobody arrives, automatic, maximum na yan, no? Failed na. So another 7 days, no, sir? No?
Pili ko po. Meron tayong 30 days na procurement sa meeting, sir. Meron tayong pre-procurement, may pre-meet, may procurement weeks, may minimum days, 30 days, sir.
Okay, so it's not 7, so it's 30 days. Okay, thank you for correcting. So in a period of 2 months, you can already negotiate. You can already enter into a negotiating contract.
Yes, yes, sir.
May I ask when was the what do you call that? What is it called? When the purchase request submitted to the office of the GSO for bidding? Just so that we can get a better understanding.
So, ganito na lang. Kaya i-illustrate na lang yung proseso. Ano yung una, ilang araw, anong maximum natin, makalawa, hanggang matapos ang makalawa. To clarify everything. Halimbawa, nag-request tayo ng isang ball pin na napakamahal. Isang truck na lang.
Dalawang klase po kasi yung sa meeting natin, yung sa talagang sa procurement na malalaki, tsaka yung maliit, katulad sa rebates.
Sige, sorry ako yung
Sa one thing na small bodies. Ang PR preparation po kasi is pwedeng end user or pwedeng GSO. But gusto nyo makiusap sa amin na kami na naggagawa para po yung rate, yung amount po na ilalagay sa PR is tama po. Kasi ika-canvas na po namin agad kahit wala po yung canvas. Pero po kaming standard na listahan po ng mga kaya alam po namin agad yung amount na ilalagay. Tapos after PR po, pupunta kayo ng Cora para ma-budgetan niya. Then, after budget po, pupunta kayo Ma'am Faye. Mag-i-initial po si Ma'am Faye, si Bigay, si ganun po. So, bago po pipirmahan ni Mayor, tapos i-endorse po namin sa back, gagawa po ng back endorsement. Lima po kami pipirma dun sa back endorsement. Pag absent po si Atty. Yasa, patay na. So, opo. Pero, opo, para kung mapabilis yung papel, ang suggestion po namin, magko-convey po kami as para rin sa akin yung pirma. Opo, yun po yung isang pwede namin i-suggest. Opo.
Yung isa naman, yung isang
Yung time frame, sorry.
Yung time frame.
So doon sa nabanggit niyo pong proseso, at po yung haba ng oras na
kaya po siya ng isang linggo kung kakayanin siya. Kaya lang po, i-consider po natin yung mga tao na nasa sign. Pero binibigyan naman po ng yung assistant na mag-initial, yung mayor.
That's a good thing sorry, thank you for bringing that up because I myself have suffered a lot of inconveniences due to the unavailability of people who have to sign certain boxes. If I'm not mistaken, I just want to clarify for the record, hindi po ba our presiding officer na we have to provide, like if for example, if the head of the office is not available or is not present, there should always be someone authorized to sign a substitute, and if it requires bonding of that particular head or vice head, it is also our obligation to ensure that they are properly bonded, because this would really cause undue delay and this would be very inconvenient. Moreover, to provide the services that we are required to provide, because if it can happen to an elected official such as myself, what more those who have not that much influence in life. So this is a concern which I hope can be properly addressed, and we can ensure that Kahit sino man ang may absent, laging may handang pumirma.
Yung pangalawa, paano naman yan?
Is yung sa public bidding po.
Yes.
Public bidding. So, hindi nervous kaya yun. Okay. Bali, public bidding po kasi is magtukan din po ang back, magpapagkalo po sila kung ano yung mabibili sa property, sa capital outlay or sa EDF, gagawa po ng PR, ganun din po, the same process. Pipirma po yung user, tapos yung budget, initial stake po, tapos PR, back endorsement, pagkatapos po ng back, pagdating po sa back, post na po mula sa PGF 7 days. Opo, after 7 days po, mag-schedule na po tayo ng pre-rate, yan. Tapos, opening of bids, hanggang may award na po yung contract, may notice to proceed, papagawa na po ng PO, then payment na po yung kasunod.
Usually, tatagal na ako.
30 days.
Outline of the report. Bukas, palatala ko na yung mga pending ko sa office ninyo. Ganun din yung sa council. Kung may pending pa kayo, ilista nyo na lang para ma-action na proper office.
Yes.
Okay. Questions? Yes, council.
Nabanggit ko kanina ni Sir Valencia po yung pangalan ko. Alam ko lang po eh. Si Samuel, maniwala po sa alam ko lang po na pinakukulit ko po kasi meron po kami legislative measures na dapat i-describe ko sa plaque na ang kinukulit ko po syempre yung SPSEC. Na ang SPSEC naman po ay kukulitin ng DSO. Kaya malamang nakarating po kayo. Sir Valencia po yun. Pati po ba yun, dadaan po sa inyong opisina? Yung meron po kasi kami mga legislative measures na i-inscribe sa isang plaque na dapat nga po noong July pa po yun. Na December na po ngayon, hindi ko po alam kung ano po status. Meron na po ba yung
Consider ganito po kasi, pagka nag-request po kayo at kinurse to nyo kay admin or kay mayor, punta po sa amin yung papel. Saka po namin gagawa ng pero pagka sa SP po yung panding, hindi na po. Pinirmahan po lang po yung sa ganun po.
kasi pang sabi po sa akin, dumaan po sa opisina ninyo, condo daw po ng SPSEC.
Pondo po kasi ng SPSEC, talagang dumadaan lahat sa akin para may mga po yung...
Exactly po. Gusto ko po malaman ko, kaya malamang po kaya nakarating nga po yung pangalan ko sa inyo. Kasi nga po, kinukulit ko po ang SPSEC. Dahil July pa po dapat yun, ibigay yung plaque sa mga concerned na entities and concerned persons. Pero until now po, wala pa rin po.
Yes.
So, ba't din na lang i-negotiate yung contract? Since napunta na naman yung gusto naman yung
Sinuggest na rin namin sa local chief executive kaya sabi na kasi mas maganda pag-binig ulit. Yes. Yun po yung reason sa Hex. Kaya sa bidding pa rin po siya.
Alright, yes, council.
Yung po, lilinawin ko po kasi lang sabi niyo po kanina yung process, no? 7 days na masakit na kanin, basta nandito po yung mga pipin na tama po. Laki lang po yun eh, pasok po siya dun sa 7 days. So, just for the record, July 2014 pa po yun. And today is December 2. Hanggang ngayon po, wala pa rin po yung laki na sinasabi po. And another thing po, gusto ko lang po ilagay sa record, ano lang po ang status ng medicine purchase ng CH?
Meron po tayong ongoing bidding ng 13 goods and infrastructure, including na po yung sa supplies, tsaka yung mga daycare books, mga ganun po, tsaka yung nandun na po lahat. Ongoing po siya ngayon, na-ready na po namin. Mag-schedule po kami ng opening ng bids sa December 10 tsaka December 15. Dalawa, pati po yung laptop.
Your Honor, thank you. May I also request from the office so whenever there is a schedule of bidding, I know that it's being posted under the if I may be copy furnished, please. Whenever there is a scheduled bidding and whenever there will be, and with regard to what particular project is going to be bidded out, along with the requirements, I might be able to.
Yes, sir. I will furnish you a copy of that.
From now on, starting.
Yes.
All right. Tanong ko po, Ms. Councilor Celine.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. Going back to the budget, ito po sa additional na software, additional 500,000, ano po kasi software ulit? Para po ma-load namin, para po pag nag-request ulit kayo for the year, ma-check po namin kung binili niyo talaga yung pera. Ibinili niyo yung pera o inallocate natin. Sige po, sir.
Sige, bali software po siya ng inventory. Para po sa alaman ng lahat kasi magpupukuha lang po problema na po yung property inventory kasi actual versus po dun sa libro, malaki po ang diferensya, billion. Yun po ang problema natin. So, magsasuggest po na magkakaroon po tayo ng isang seminar siguro dito na lang. Bawat isang department at bibigay na representative, siya yung property custodian doon sa office niya. Para po maganda yung nagupo siyang may problema. Kaya mas maganda po pagka bumili ng software na mapapabilis siguro pati yung mga sa bodega natin, sa warehouse. Connect na siya para pong sa private na systematic siya.
Pero ano ba tayong plano kung specific inventory software na balak yung bilhin?
Marami na po kong tinanong. Hindi ko muna po specific pero hindi kasi yung 1 year nyo. Pero hindi kita mo na kung magkano yung combinations ng bibigay.
So, ang ibig mong sabihin, ito 1.1 2014 ay dadagdag nila sa 500 ng 2015?
Yes.
So, hindi pa po nagagalaw ang 1.1?
May part na po na nagalaw siya. Kasi bumili na po kami ng hardware. 354 po. May 746 po na nagalaw. At saka yung 500 na nag-request namin na siya. May software na po kami yung, may hardware na yung software na lang po.
Dito sa ating water vehicle for 2015, ano po ang nabili natin out of 1.3?
So, each 100 at saka tatlong motor ay 5 na po para po sa gagamitin sa SIGH at saka sa mga 4-piece.
SIGH?
Apo.
EMR po yung motorcycles, SIGH, or it would be named?
MR po. Product unit ng GS, papahirap po.
Sir, pinanong ko po personally sa budget hearing ang ating treasurer, si Ma'am Beth, regarding dun sa ating insurance ng Coliseum. I know you are not yet part of the City Hall ata yung nasunog yung Coliseum. Pero I'm just curious po ano po ang update dun sa insurance since it's one structure na dapat ay inaasikaso ng GS.
Yes, ma'am, sige.
Yes, ano po ang update?
Ito po yung update niya. May series po kami ng letters, so may series din po sila ng sagot. Pero kaya po hindi pa ginigiba kasi hinihintay ko yung claim natin na 24 million.
Anyway, what was the bottom line? Ano yung
Sabi, running to sir yung sabi nung service provider for final editing na yung assessment ng service provider. Ipo-forward na sa GSIS in 3 weeks time, lalabas na yung claim. Apo, yun po yung status niya ngayon. Si Jeffrey, manglilista po yung service provider.
Mr. Presiding Officer, for the record, magkano po ulit ang insurance ng Coliseum?
24 million.
Next question, Mr. Presiding Officer. Pero po kasi tayo hearsay na nalaman, yung 2014 City Fiesta pa ng Santiago City, hindi pa po totally bayad sa mga ginamit po natin or mga practice establishments na ating nagamit. Kung tayo po ay nasa opisina po na tinuturo nila, hinihirin po ng bayad ay GSO, in charge of the total expenses. Like for instance, accommodation of the guests. Totoo po ba to?
Saan yung particular?
You don't need to know the establishment, pero meron pa po ba tayong or out of the activity ng 2014 city fiesta po?
Yes, actually, Ma'am Celine, hindi pa po tayo tapos sa liquidation ko. 6.5 is yung liquidation ko. Part of it, meron po kayo.
Hindi na po tinanong yung sa Takbo Santiago. Ang tinatanong ko po is yung mga private establishments na pinaglagakan, pinagagyan, pinag-anuan ng mga bisita natin. Pinagtuluyan ng mga bisita po natin. Nagreklamo po kasi. Pero sa ilang buwan na po yun. So ano po ang ating sasagot
Yung sa establishment siguro, wala na, pero meron po tayong mabayaran kasi mga tarpaulin na nagamit, tsaka yung mga sa foods, bills, yun po yung pag naliquidate yung 6.5, may mga reimbursement pa tayo na babayaran. May mga for payment pa tayo after na maliquidate natin yung 6.5.
Yes sir, December na po ngayon. Para po ba natin ang sinyo?
Yes, nagbigay na po si Mang Pe ng hindi na po kami si Sir yung pag di po namin liquidate. Hindi na po yun. Hindi po kami si Sir yung pag di po namin liquidate 10 days.
Magkano pa PJ? Sa sandulan, meron pa kami mga pending papers in various offices, no? Nasa baba, nasa inyo. Do we get the assurance na hindi masasarahan ng libro? Yung mga yan. To all of you. GSO, accounting, and budget. Kasi ang worry din naman namin, makapasara kami ng libro, may problema na sa kolo. Do we get that assurance from you na maayos lahat bago magsara ng libro? May mga pending papers namin.
Yes, kasi
Yes, accounting and budget.
start na po kami po overtime sir.
Tomorrow we will be sending you all pwede ko yung the listings, no? Kung meron kayong pending kung sa office, saan yung last transaction, and send it to the appropriate office. Understanding na natin yan dito. Thank you, Ms. Councilor.
Last po, meron po kasi tayong white elephant na structure dito po sa ating harapan ng City Hall. Kung hindi po kami nagkakamali, ang tawag po natin dito ng Child Money Center. Out of the money, dahil po nanalo sa tayo sa DIH po, if I'm not mistaken, Robredo po so, dapat po Robredo Center po, hindi po natuloy. Wala po tayong magagawa sa ating structure since GSO po kasi custodian. Pinagpabato lang po ng mga tao. So, sayang lang po yung pera na napanalunan ng city government ng Santiago.
Kasi may kaso pa yun kaya hindi po ginagawa ng engineering. Engineering kasi ang in-charge talaga.
Ano po kaso?
Hindi na, ang pagkakaalam ko is hindi na-meet yung tamang specs or yung ginamit na supposed to be dapat ganito, gano'n lang yung nagawa. Kasi katulad nung salamin niya, salamin ay manipis lang yung nilagay, kaya pag nabasa, tatamaan yung bata. Yes. Kasi specification yata hindi na-meet, kaya hindi pa ginagawa.
Mr. Chair, if I may answer. Actually po, may pondo na po para sa may tuloy yung child mining center namin. However, hindi may tuloy ng ating local chief executive kasi we are still awaiting the COA report. Kasi bago niya galawin yung dinatnan niya, kailangan ay may COA audit siya. At yun yung hanggang ngayon ay wala. Although, in place at downloaded na yung fund para sa foundation ng child mining. Yun yung nagiging dahilan kaya hindi pa siya magalaw.
Yes. Hindi ko ako mag-get over din sa plan. Kasi marami akong legislative measures na ilalagay sa plan. Yung threshold amount po ng reimbursement, hindi kayo nagkakaroon po ng problema. Kaya po tumatagal. Wala po yung laki dahil dadaan po sa proseso ito na hindi ko po maintindihan na July, August, September, October, November, 5 months na po, na napakaliit po ng laki hanggang
Okay, any concern office?
Threshold amount.
Mr. Chair, actually, there is no threshold amount. As the RA 9184, there is no such thing as reimbursement.
Pero it's happening.
Oh, yes, it's happening. So, we just allow it. Ang sabi ng COA, bahala kayo, it's your risk. Sabi niya gano'n. Ang ano namin, ang inaalaw namin is the capability of the requisitioner. Para na kung kaya niya may reimburse yung ganun, inaalaw naman namin. Pero sabi ng auditor, it's your risk.
Ano po yung emergency purchase po?
Ang emergency purchase naman is yung unforeseen situations, bibilin mo between, if there is a between life and death, yun lang ang ano, emergency purchase. You have to purchase. Lalo pa yung
In terms of the essence, consider po yun.
Yes, emergency.
Hindi kailangan may mamamatay or
no. Pero ang ano lang kasi doon, kunwari, kasi nag-travel ka, naputukan ka ng gulo, siyempre talagang bibili ka ng gulo na buwan. So, that is reimbursement. Pero kung hindi pa naman kita mo lang na yung gulong is medyo...
Anyway, sige po ma'am. Yung sumang laki, hindi po papasok sa emergency purchase. Times of the essence po. Kailangan na po, kasi parang meron pong affair na dapat, let's say lang po, huwag naman po sana mangyari. May namatay, kailangan pong iabot na yung laki. Hindi po natin pwedeng hintayin ang 6 na buwan bago natin ibigay yung laki dun sa pamilya ng namatayan. Pwede po ba emergency purchase?
Emergency, pero depende pa nga po yun sa capability if whoever will be the person that will reimburse.
Sige po, okay. Wala po tayo magiging problema. Kaya po yung requisitioner. Wala po threshold amount. Basta po yung sitwasyon po, kailangan na po siya.
There's no threshold amount. Kaya lang, if kung I will follow the 9184, talaga kung I will not allow the reimbursement. Kasi we will be audited by the DIR na ano nila yung mga taxes. Lalo na
Ma'am, yung sitwasyon po na sinasabi ko nga po, times of the essence po. Ang binigay ko na nga po example, binigay ko ng laki, yung pong namatayan. Ay ilibig na lahat, after 6 months, hindi pa po natatanggap yung laki. Hindi po ba siya papasok po doon?
Papasok naman po, kung ano.
So wala po tayo nagiging problema.
Wala akong magiging problema po.
Yes, but
Tungkol po ito dun sa reimbursements kasi parang gustong ng ating accountant, hanggang maaari ay may iwasan ng reimbursement para nakakapagbayad yung mga binagbibilan natin ng tax o kulang waste. However, sa parte ng GS ko naman, kapag hindi nila kinakaya, sa kanya na mismo nagagaling na reimburse nyo na lang. Di po ba?
Marami po.
Yes.
Tapos circular thing.
So, reality check tayo. When it's ideal na nag-PPR tayo, yung esensya ng serbisyo natin, nawawala ng lasa kapag delayed ang serbisyo. Halimbawa, pagkataka tayo at masakit natin marinig na merong i-ineksyonan sa CH ko na walang alcohol, dried cotton balls ang ipupahid sa braso ng i-ineksyonan, isyudad tayo. So, kulang na ang mga nurses natin o doctors natin nag-aabono para dun sa, para maibigay ng health services. So, ito yung mga gaps na kailangan natin aksyonan. So, sana magkaroon tayo ng meeting of minds. Hanggang saan yung tolerance natin sa reimbursements? Like, for example, sa council ito narinig ko, nagkakaroon tayo ng community hearing, mag-reimburse tayo doon sa pinagpamerienda natin. Ang comment, ba't di nyo pinacheck yung merienda para nabilang? Kailangan, halimbawa, yung tostadong sopa, mabibilang ko ba? Yung isa-serve kong water, papabilang ko ba yan? Parang minsan, nagiging inefficient na yung system.
Because we didn't think at the wrong
Parang
time.
ito, sana ma-clarify din. Kasi sa bahagi din namin, hanggang sa ganun detalye, parang nakakapanlambot. Kung tatrabaho ka na, ay napakasimple pagpapamerienda, parang puputuhan pa. Gusto ko lang source of water. Bakit? Wala pa yung supply para maiayos yung water system. Nung tinanong natin sa sentro, tinuro po kayo.
Pero just to follow up on that, if I'm not mistaken, meron kayong division of labor, anything within the city compound is your responsibility to the GSO, anything beyond is the centro. So sino yung ang pagturo sa'yo ni Engineer Tesoro na ikaw ang responsible because actually it's responsibility. Are you saying that for the record?
So hindi, Sir Rex, yung sa pagbili ng mga gamit din sa submersible pump, nabili na namin, naikabit na rin. Ang problema, yung panel board naman ang sira. So, kailangan natin bumili ng panel board para gumana siya. Pero inaasikaso po namin.
Panel board ng kuryente.
Panel board para dun sa submersible
Kuryente.
Apo.
Okay, so ikaklaro lang natin. Sa Dario, ang principal office doon na dapat nangangasiwa ay sentro. Sa pagbili, kayo, panel board na lang mula.
Panel board na lang kasi. At saka yung sa baba po yung makina po dun sa may gate.
Within this year ba yan? O next year?
Yes.
Yes,
Ano yun? Yes. Next year. Sige. Yes, continue.
Yes. Nag-request din po sila na muriatic acid. Ang tagal bago delivery ng muriatic. Yung pang-quality ng muriatic na dinala, hindi nakakalinis. So, nadala na lang po ako.
Hindi siya industrial type.
Araw-araw,
Hindi siya industrial.
isapan ko ka doon, sasabihin, ma'am, wala ka pa yung muriatic. Ako na nagpa-follow up.
Bali mo, Marlene, di ba wala tayong fake billing tayo ng mga janitorial office supplies. Pero nag-DPM kami agency to agency. Bali isang 800,000 tsaka isang 1.3. Medyo substandard yung kanilang ganun kasi. Kaya hindi mo pinukuhan sa kanila lahat.
Your Honor, if I may, just because I really am concerned because it's not only the face of the LGU but also the face of the elected officials that are affected when you can hear complaints with regard to the delivery of services, and then there seems to be like a pointing fingers game, and all fingers are leading to the GSO, and this is unfortunate, and I'm not accusing you or anyone of failure to properly deliver these services, but what I am concerned about is what are we going to do about it right now? How can we address this situation? Can we get a categorical time frame as to when the backlogs can be finally addressed and delivered, and how do we reinstall the confidence of the suppliers so that we do not have this consistent, because this is really true, because I also go around and ask, and another reason why we cannot deliver our services is because all of the suppliers have lost their faith in confidence that sa sobrang tagal daw na magkakaroon ng bayaran, sa sobrang tagal daw na parang hindi umiikot, nalulugi yung negosyo na nagsusupply. And this does not set a good signal, and all of us are affected. All of us will be affected because tayo rin maapektuhan. Inaprovean niyo yung budget, alam mo na kailan nangyayari. So, tayo mapupuntuhan So, we should have definite and time frame wherein we can be assured that the backlog will be addressed. Probably a statement to the effect that we will strive that payments will be made on time from now on. And this will pretty much solve our problem, at least temporarily, until we have finally gotten this whole thing down pat. Because I would find it hard for myself to sign off on anything if we do not address that first.
Yes, sir. Bali, sir, alam ko, sabi na sa inyo ni Mayor na medyo matagal nga, di ba? Sabi ko sa kanya, gawa tayo ng sistema na mapabilis yung parang hindi mag-sacrifice yung services natin. So sige, sabi niya, na-address naman yan, noted yan, sabi niya. So, para ma-address natin yung problema natin ngayon, meron naman na tayong ongoing na meeting na hopefully positive siya, hindi siya fail. So, ma-address natin lahat yung problema sa gamot, sa supplies, all in all.
Yung CR ng sa
Yes, nice. Yung CR po kasi ng singgulingan medyo repair na po kasi. Sinabi ko na po kay Engineer Gonzalo na kailangan po libain na yung mismo sa tapat po nito sa medyo repair na po.
Kasi yung pantog, hindi pa yun yun. So po ba, yung mga anong time na yun na?
Pala po ni Mayor na medyo repair po itong buong City Hall. Isasabay na lang daw po. Kung pwede pa pong remedyohan yung puro remedyo na lang po.
Di ba mauna na yung siya ng sango niya?
Si Wise, sa mga namin ni Joy.
Yes, Councilor ba?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Valencia, tanong ko lang po, sumasagot po ba yung manpower ng DSO in regards sa duties and responsibilities ng City Hall?
Yes. Ang tao talaga sa Bandung is sa umpisa masisipag. Pero ang tumatagal, lumalabas ang tunay na kulay. Kaya mahirap din hawakan.
Okay. Kaya po natanong, nabagit kayo kanina na bibili kayo ng tiwata.
Yes.
Para sa mga desolation, pag may mga
sa Balay at saka sa Bulwag.
yun, buti na pagin mo yung lugar na nabagit mo yung lugar na paggagamitan. Kasi napansin ko, kaya ako tinanong yung manpower. May event before, nasa Bulwagan kami, tapos takbo kami ng Balay. Nagulat ako sila sakay sa sasakyan, kasunod namin yung mga iwata. Sabi ko, kaya tinanong yung manpower, parang sabi yata tayo magastos. Gagamitin yung iwata dyan, itatakbo doon, gagamitin ng gasolina, gagamitan ng ilang tao, iba buma doon, hinihintay nila matapos yung hotel, pagkatapos, makabuti na naman, tatakbo na naman sa session, pag ceremony, ando sa nakatutok doon sa mga VIP, pag-defeat, bubuhatin na naman, sabi ko, ilang kaya electric pa na sa biwak na iwata, meron tayo. Kaya, i-point out ko lang, na para sa suggestion nga, sana, bawat facilities, meron na. Para yung mga tao mo, hindi na alam ko, lalo na yun, mag-Christmas. Sunod-sunod na activity, meron dyan sa Balay, meron dyan sa Bulwagan, meron sa harap ng ating lagi. Kaya sigurado ako, yung mga tao mo, masyadong magugulo sa trabaho. Kaya mabuti po na mention yun, sana rin. Kaya lang, tanong din, sa procurement, mabilis din ba?
Di ba kasi Sir Mandong, may mga permanent tayo na dati na tapos may mga JOs, casual. Lahat naman sila napapasunod ko. Kaya lang meron talagang discusi. Lagi yung sinasabi sa meeting namin yung initiative, lagi silang wala nun. Yun yung problema. So nasa sarili na nila na magsisweldo naman kami kahit wala kami doon. Kaya katulad yung sa meron kami meeting ngayon ng detachable tent kasi pagka may nag-request na patay or lahat na hindi lang patay, may birthday, lahat ng celebrations Ngayon, siyempre kailangan na tao, deliver, kailangan na propose ni Mayor, bigyan bawat isang barangay ng detachable tent at mga black chairs para mababawasan yung expenses natin sa gasoline, ma-realize yung expenses natin pag meron mo sa barangay. Kaya lang meron sa tingin ko, hindi pa rin cash.
Evidensya mo lang yun, as a suggestion.
Yes.
And Mr. Chair, another thing, from the record, baka gusto mo subuhan yung mga supplier natin. Mabibilis yun. One day, isang araw kami. Joke lang. Off the record.
From the yes, Councilor Rasili.
This is just out of curiosity, guys. Sino pong nanalo sa meeting ng re-painting ng City Hall? Magkano po yung 1 Malamang meron na po yan kasi nalalaman po yung dinadaanan kung pathway ng painting.
Nasa PSTV lang siya din, pero we will be coming over. We just discuss yung budget later on. Now, the city administrator has been excused earlier. Bukas na lang daw siya. Siguro, siya rin po ba mag-expect sa Office of the Mayor, siguro pinsanan na rin bukas. O, dito muna tayo sa city budget. Sige po.
Yes, Your Honor. The only increase is there was a minimal increase in the PS item that accounts for the minimum increase in the salaries and wages for ASWAL.
85,000.
Yes, Your Honor. Then for the MOE, there was also a slight increase in the mobile extension on the,
75,000.
and for the capital outlay, this accounts the increase in 1 million stands for the procurement of 1 unit service rental.
2 for 1. So that's the only. All right, questions? Councilor Pato? Councilor Hex?
No question.
Councilor Ta?
Ito po sa budget, yes, Your Honor.
Account 2 for 1. Ano po yung order po?
If the amount is intended to procurement 1 million. According to the city mayor, if to the amount is also for 1 advance sa kalamidin.
Avanza. Alas, hindi naman nagkakala yung avanza at kakalaan na over.
Maliit lang yung advance na.
Ay, hindi mo ba yun? Councilor Ka? Councilor Sabi? Councilor Bensi?
Tayo wala.
Sige po. So, I see green light here. Kindly facilitate